Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ayo and I'm based in Lagos, Nigeria. I hope you are all fine and doing great. On this channel, I upload DIYs, pattern drafting and sewing tutorials. If you haven't subscribed yet, kindly do so and remember to turn on the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I upload new videos. On today's tutorial, I'll be drafting the basic bodice pattern using the side or bust dart technique. I have a tutorial on how to take body measurements for this. The link will be in the description box below. I also have two other tutorials on other ways to draft the basic bodice pattern. Their links will be in the description box below. So if you are ready for this tutorial, without wasting much time, let's jump straight into it. Thank you. I'll be working with the following tools: pattern paper. Use a pencil to draft your pattern, but for tutorial purpose I'll be using my marker pen, calculator, curves and rulers, paper, scissors. Working with the following measurements: front length 18 inches, back length 16 inches, nape to bust 10.5 inches, nape to navel bust 36.5 inches, waist 33 inches, hips 39 inches, chest width 16, back width 15, shoulder to shoulder 16, bust span 7.5. I have drawn a margin of about 2 inches at the top and on the left hand side of my pattern paper. I will now calculate my bust circumference divided by 2 plus 1.5 inches for the ease, which is 35.5 all over 2 plus 1.5, which is equal to 19.8 inches. I will now measure this value like this on the top margin. The length of the rectangle is my front length measurement, which is 18 inches. The front length measurement is 18 inches. So I will now draw a rectangle that the dimension is 9.8 inches by 18 inches. I will now divide the rectangle into two vertically. This side will be my center back, and the other side will be the center front. I'll be drafting the front and the back patterns together. I will now draw my back shoulder line, which is 1 inch away from the top margin. I will square out the line like this. The front shoulder line is 1.5 inches away from the top margin. I will square out the line. This is the back shoulder line, while this line is the front shoulder line. I will now calculate my armhole depth, and this is bust all over 6 plus 1.5 inches, and this gave me 7.6 inches. I will now measure the value downwards like so, starting from the back shoulder line. I will square out the line horizontally to the center back and also to the center front. This line is the armhole line. My nape to bust measurement is 10.5 inches. I will measure this value from the top margin, like so. I will square out the line. This is my bust line. The back length is 16 inches, which is 2 inches shorter than the front length. The front length is 18 inches. The front length is 18 inches. I will now measure out the 16 inches for the back length, like this, starting from the top margin. I will square out the line. This line is the hem for the back pattern, while this line is the hem for the front pattern. I will now divide my shoulder to shoulder measurement by 2, and this is 16 all over 2, which gave me 8 inches. I will now measure this out on the top margin, starting from the center back for the back pattern, and I will also do this for the front pattern, starting from the center front. I will also measure this value on the front and the back shoulder lines. I will now draw my back neck curve, and the dimension is 3 inches long and 1 inch wide. I will draw the curve using my French curve. For the front neckline is 3 inches by 3 inches. I will now join the neck points to the shoulder measurements using my ruler. I will do this for both the front and the back patterns. I will now square the shoulder tip downwards to the armhole line. I will do this for both the back and the front pattern. I will divide the vertical line into 2. I will divide this vertical line into 2. I will now square it out horizontally to join the other vertical line, like this. Now I will divide my back width measurement by 2, which is 15 all over 2, which gave me 7.5. For the chest width, it is 16 all over 2, which is 8 inches. On the back pattern, I will measure out the 7.5 inches, which is the back width divided by 2, like this. On the front pattern, I will measure out the 18 inches, which is the chest width divided by 2. For my front pattern, since my chest and my back width measurement are the same, I do not have any excess left. For my back pattern, I will have a little bit of excess. I will divide it into 2, I will now join my shoulder tip to the middle point that I marked earlier. For the front, the shoulder and the chest measurement are the same, so I will leave it the way it is. I will now use my French curve for the lower part of the armhole. I will join it to the middle line like so, using my French curve. For the front armhole too. I will now divide my bust pan, also known as the nipple to nipple measurement, into two, which is 7.5 all over 2, which gave me 3.8 inches. I will measure out the value on the bust line starting from the center front. For the back pattern, I will measure out this value on the armhole line starting from the center back. I will now draw vertical lines from this point to the hem of both the back and the front pattern, like this. For the front pattern, I will come down from the bust line by 1 inch. For the back pattern, I will come down from the armhole line by 1 inch also. At the hem, I will now measure out a dart of 1 inch wide, 0.5 inch on both sides of the vertical lines. I will do this for both the front and the back pattern. I will join the points together with my ruler for both the front and the back patterns to form darts. After drawing my darts, I will now go ahead to do the center back tightening. At the hem of the back pattern, I will go in by ½ inch at the center back, like this. This is done to prevent zipper bulge. I will now locate the middle point between the top margin and the armhole line at the center back, like this. I will join these 2 points together with my ruler. I will now estimate my waist circumference divided by 4 plus 1 inch for the waist dart. Is 33 plus 1 all over 4, which is equal to 9.5 inches. For the back pattern, I will measure out the value at the hem, starting from the ½ inch that I measured inwards from the center back. This is exactly at the same point as the middle line that separates the front and the back pattern. For the front pattern, I will measure out the value at the hem, starting from the center front. I will join this point to the bust line like so. At the bust point or the nipple point, I will measure 1 inch away towards the side seam like this. The difference between my front and my back length is 2 inches. Front length is 18 inches while the back length is 16 inches. So my bust dart will be 2 inches wide. I will now measure these 2 inches like this, starting from the bust line. I will join it to this point. The 1 inch I measured away from the bust point like so. I will now introduce a 1-inch zip allowance at the center back of my pattern. I will follow the newly slanted center back line while doing this. I will now cut out my pattern. I cut out the front and the back patterns, like so. So these are the back and front patterns. I will now through the bust darts by drawing a middle line between it. I locate the middle point and draw a line between the darts. I will come out by 1/2 inch. I will cut out the excess paper like so. I will now demonstrate how to transfer the bust dart to the shoulder and also to the waist dart. This involves dart manipulation. To transfer the bust dart to the shoulder, I will find the middle point of the shoulder, like so. I will connect it to the bust point or the nipple point. I will now cut this line up to the bust or nipple point. Then I will close the side, also known as the bust dart. The dart will be automatically transferred to the shoulder. To transfer the bust dart to the waist dart, I need to close the cut that I made on the shoulder line. Then I will cut open the waist dart up to the bust or nipple point. Then I will close the bust dart like this. The bust dart will be automatically transferred to the waist dart, like this. So that's it, guys. In the next tutorial, I'll be showing us how to modify this half scale pattern into a full scale basic bodice pattern. So this is the full scale basic bodice pattern. I will be demonstrating how to do this in my next tutorial. So that's it, guys. We are done. Do not forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you in my next video. Bye and thank you for watching.